turn, and I was supposed to go a little bit further before I made the turn. Fast forward, I drive down this street, and the street is like, I'm in white space. I'm so scared. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Race Card
LLC.
I am Sarah Pearson Collins.
And I'm Keziah Pearson.
And we are here today to just talk about just stuff. Okay, so it's been the last couple weeks of summer. We got this little Indian summer before we go straight into winter because it is brick.
Yeah. Ooh.
Today. But so I've been doing some activities that aren't considered, you wouldn't see the brown person in these activities. After COVID,
Nothing.
You don't. Okay, so after COVID, or during COVID, I just became entertained in some other things. She won't even do it with me. I'm not
doing it.
This is my homie. Yeah, we're business partners. We are sisters, but
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
So there's been two things. The first thing was rowing. I always wanted to row. Mm-hmm. In college, they asked me. Well, in college when they asked me, I was too busy clowning, so I did not take up the opportunity. So ever since I've gotten a little bit older, I said, "Why?" You look back at times and why didn't I do that?
Right.
So I took that up. I like that. They wanted me be on a team. Anyways, mm-hmm. So now, and also I did a little stand-up paddleboarding thing. So I took and tried that, and then 2 weeks later, I went and bought myself a board. Well, yeah. The board has been sitting in my garage for the last year and a half because I didn't have anybody to ride, to go out with. I would never go out by myself. So I finally found this friend because this one will not.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Okay, so we're in the Buffalo area, so we don't have beaches ocean beaches, but we do have some sort of beach off of the Niagara River mm-hmm. in our lake area. So I went out with my friend a couple times, and then we decided we were going to go out near where she lives. So she comes in, she actually drives in, we go to a little spot in Buffalo, and then we paddle and then we come back in. This time, I actually put my board in my truck and I drove out to where she was. Well, she did give me directions. I did put them in my GPS. However, I made a turn and I was supposed to go a little bit further before I made the turn. I drive down this street and the street is I'm in white space.
It's gravelly. It's not.
It's gravelly. It's gravelly. You got houses on both sides, and then literally 100 feet in front of you is a embankment that goes down to the water. That's not what scared me. It did. So that part kind of scared me, and then I was like, oh my God, I don't know where I am, and I'm in this area. There was no black people out there. So I had my windows down, but at this point I'm panicking and I'm trying to find Molly's number on my phone. So we're out. I'm probably 25 miles out of Buffalo area. And so the lady comes out and she was like, are you lost? Are you, is there somebody that, you're looking for? And
I'm sorry, it's not funny. Go ahead.
I went out. So it wasn't at night. I was just in an unfamiliar place. I call it white space because there's certain parts of everywhere
that you don't
where you
know.
can go and it's unknown, and that this is not black neighborhood, or this is not the hood. We're out in the country. We're not in Kansas anymore. And then when you start seeing the Confederate flags, or mm-hmm. there's certain markers that really make you feel really leery. So you kind of have an idea of the mindset of the area you're in. So I automatically went in a panic zone, and it just got to me thinking is the fact that white people are so scared of black people, and they don't even. I don't think anybody's really experienced there's some really bad black people out there, whatever, but a lot of people haven't experienced anything negative happening to them from black people. and I'm out in this white space, and there's historical events that have happened, and that make me leery, make me the way I am, make me panic when there was no real reason to. But in my mind, I'm preparing, oh my God, fight or flight. Again, I'm in an area, I'm lost. I'm not near my house. So the lady came over and she was nice. And she was just like, oh, and she just kind of told me how to get back out of there. So then when I got to this area, in my mind, again, I've already built up like what this could be like, because I'm way out and it's in white neighborhood. That's all I can say, white man's zone. So you can venture outside of yourself, like what I've been doing, because I enjoy something that isn't typically enjoyed, I don't see, by a lot of black people. But then you're putting yourself in a space that can be very uncomfortable. But when I got there was a couple white dudes. They down there, they taking their kayaks out of the water. We talking about how to get these heavy things off our trucks. I mean, so it turned into like, I was scared for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? But I was scared. I was scared. And I actually kind of started going off on my, like, you got me out here. What is it? I don't see no black people. I was tripping. And then when I realized, like, okay, I'm not in danger. Like, not danger, like I'm about to be killed, but danger, like this could be an uncomfortable space. And it wasn't. I had a really good time going back again, probably in the spring, though.
So I don't know if it's that anyone is tripping when you go through those head gymnastics, I guess, if you will. I don't think anybody's tripping because, like you said, historically, there's been trauma. There's been reasons for us to automatically go into this mode of questioning or looking at everybody's side. Who's going to do what? We have reason to go there. Like, and I'm not trying to, when a white person goes into a black person's neighborhood, and not that the neighborhood belongs to anybody, but when a white person is in a black, what they would consider a black space, I don't think that they have the same reasoning that we have for being scared. We have historical, like factual, trauma. Like we can go down a list of things, of reasons why my head is doing these gymnastics right now. You know what I mean? As opposed to, what reason do you have? And that's just a thought I'm putting out there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we both, all of us need to get it together. Like, you know, it is what it is. So,
so I don't think you're tripping, is what I'm saying.
You don't think I was tripping?
I don't think you were tripping at all. That's just, until we deal with our trauma, until we as human beings come together and stop the nonsense from happening, that's like your thing to keep you safe, which in turn actually ages your organs. But that's the thing, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. But that's what happens in order to keep you safe. You go into that fight or flight mode so that you can get out of there if you need to. You know what I mean? Yeah. That adrenaline starts to rush or whatever. But then it also is messing us up internally. It's stressing us out, causing other problems. But that's just my thought on it.
But once you have contact with a person, somebody that has a different skin tone from you, once you have that contact, you're less likely to treat them in a negative manner, or if you see something happening, you're more likely to stand up and say, hold up, that's not right, as opposed to, well, it doesn't matter to me.